Winchester. There's not going to be another Winchester.
So why didn't you just keep Winchester and have go by?
Because I want to be with my husband.
But I mean, why didn't you be with your husband and have him take your name?
Bruce
I
Winchester.
knew he wouldn't take Winchester.
Bruce
He
Winchester.
would never take Bruce Winchester.
I tried to get Eddie to take Loverock. He
Eddie?
said
You kind of
would have
wanted
done it. He
to.
said I would have done it if I would have got so much shit from my buddies. You know.
But short,
Eddie Loverock.
short's a nice short name.
I
Yeah.
liked my name.
But Eddie Loverock sounds like
I
a
did.
rock
I
star.
thought Winchester was a neat name.
It's kind of a cowboy name, you know.
Bodie
I was
Loverock.
Elodie and Winchester.
Who's the Ann named after?
After some
And Margaret.
Ann Margaret.
No.
Yeah.
I had an aunt.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, Margaret.
Yeah, she's still hot.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, Aunt Margaret's still
She's like
alive.
80, isn't she?
She's gotta be up there.
Well, I'm 85,
Yeah.
so I know she's got to be.
Raquel Welch is still alive.
Is she?
Oh, we had them Norwegians at our house that one weekend.
Yeah.
Half of them were away and half were low.
They're the ones that taught me how to do
All
that.
the same
They
family.
what? They taught you to do that? You can do that? Yeah, you
Where's your
gotta-
wine glass,
What do you think
LOD?
was bullshit?
What?
Well, I'd have to hitchhike
Huh?
to go see her.
Oh, okay.
He did. So I knew he must love me.
In them days, you could hitchhike.
Yeah, you put on your uniform.
But you know, from
And my
From
parents,
her
my mother
town-
loved Bruce.
Morgan City to Houston, Texas, when I was at Ellington,
Oh, that's a long ways.
it was just a little over 400 miles.
Well, that
And you
was your
hitchhiked the whole way?
next place.
You'd hitchhike the whole way and hitchhike back?
That's when I found out that I was driving through that bad hurricane down there. We had a 49 Buick we got from Al's dad.
My brother-in-law.
Oh.
And while you're driving, I had the radio on. And I was coming out of Orange, Texas. You hit a strip going into Lake Charles. And they were saying on the radio, don't run over snakes. Boy, there's so goddamn many snakes on the road that clunk, 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 you know. And so I always stopped at Lafayette
Uh-huh.
to get gas. Well, I was too goddamn scared to get out of the goddamn car.
Because of all the
So I
snakes.
found out it'd go 400 miles on a tank of gas.
That's pretty impressive.
That is good.
What was that, a 60-gallon tank? Because those cars did
Oh, no.
those cars didn't get good gas mileage.
He went one block and run out of gas.
Oh. Your dad, Papa, what would you call him? What would you guys call him?
Felix Pop.
Village.
Pop.
Yeah, but he was
Papa.
called
Pop.
They were
Pop.
pop. He
Yeah.
was pop.
Pop and Bop.
Pop and bop.
Yeah.
Pop and pop.
But that 49 Buick was one tough car.
Yeah.
The
It
winds,
weighed 6
the
tons.
trees,
Yeah.
dead cattle and everything all over the place.
You hit a cow, you just
It
keep
didn't
going.
even sway that thing.
Really?
It didn't blow around.
Like a
it
tank.
just went straight.
Like a tank.
Oh, okay.
That was the best damn car I ever owned.
How come they told you not?
But Dirk thought it would be really funny to hit the gas, and I fall out. I fell out of the boat.
You fell out of the boat?
But I was
Yeah.
in the bayou,
Oh my God.
and so I stood up, and I was only knee high. But the alligator
Remember I was
coming at me.
remember I was
like,
hollering
"Ow,
at you?
ow, ow."
I said, Scott, check it out, man.
Brian's trying to call me back, trying
Yeah.
to bring me
I
back
was
in the
watching
boat.
everything, drinking a beer.
Troy was just
Yeah.
laughing. Just,
Yeah.
God.
It was funny.
yeah.
I think that would be an owie if he bit you.
You know, Dirk, I remember Dirk told us so before. He said, now when the alligators, all you got to do, alligators can be fast. He says, all you got to do is do like ole, you know, like think like you're a matador. Because they got the little bitty legs, their little claws, and they can't really move
Like a
laterally.
matador.
So just like, don't run a straight line, just zigzag, and then they can't catch you, you know.
But to do that in the water was a trick.
That was fun.
I was impressed.
We killed it too. And we cut them claws off. I wore it around my neck for the longest time.
Well, we couldn't tell anybody because it's poaching. Yeah.
You killed the alligator.
Well, he's
Well, it
just,
was self-defense, kind of.
yeah. We figured that
He had
Like a bear attack.
I broke the bottle on his head. He had like a glass right in the top of his head. That's where the brains are, right between the eyes, a little behind it.
Yeah.
It was him or me.
Well, I agree.
I think I have a photo of it.
You might have.
Yeah.
But then later I felt guilty because his teeth were so small. It's like, even if he had bit all the way through it.
Yeah. Because really, a 6-foot alligator, that's not that old, you know. It's like your wingspan. Yeah.
About like that. Yeah. I got his head on my bar in the bayou.
Oh.
Ain't you seen it?
I would be scared if that was.
You've seen it. The head is on my bar in the bayou. No, I'm gonna show it to you next time. It's a real head.
They say if you can close their mouths and keep them closed, you're all right.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing, though. They
I
got
don't know
strong
how
jaws.
long you can keep them.
I want one. that's
Duct tape.
why
Duct
I
tape.
wouldn't fight them.
Most of the time, they're gonna run from you, though. They're scared of you.
If you can get some duct tape around it really quick.
Oh,
Well, that's why I always
Yeah.
Who's gonna carry duct tape in the water?
Yeah, that's hard.
Every
Yeah.
guy carries duct tape.
Yeah. There we go. I got some right in my back pocket right now.
Well, I know Dirk gave us all a roll, and I didn't know why.
Get a big thing.
I got for mansion.
Oh.
Wasn't Fort Lewis always there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about-
Fort Lewis was always there, and
What about McCord?
in fact,
What
McCord
about
McCord was part of Fort Lewis like it is now.
Oh,
So why, when you joined the Air Force, why didn't you just go to McCord? Nice and close.
I was in the wrong career field.
You were in the
I
wrong career.
couldn't get to McCord.
Oh.
Now, I could have if my hearing didn't go to hell because of getting vomit. But after that, I couldn't get on the flight line no more.
So what? You guys lived all over the place. What was your favorite place to live?
Virginia. I
Really?
love Virginia.
And how long did you live there?
We lived there about 4 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, right
About 4
outside.
years.
of Keith.
That's where you were born, right? Yeah.
That was 4
Yeah.
years we
Troy
were
was born in Quantico,
Whoa,
Naval Hospital.
yeah, you were
Yeah.
my only
So was that your
one.
favorite place, Virginia, too?
I loved it.
I didn't like Virginia.
I did. I loved it.
It was
had
hot
4
and humid.
seasons. I
Yeah.
had 4 seasons.
Is that a
there.
city?
They had
base.
ticks,
That was
Yeah.
that was a
Oh,
base.
but they
Rained
had
a
4
lot.
seasons.
Right, so did it,
snowed a
I
lot.
like
count
Four
that as a
Seasons.
city, though, did it?
That's where the FBI headquarters
Yeah,
are.
but
Too
Coach
humid,
had
though.
But what do they do now? I mean, you
What
actually put
Place I like was
I mean,
a
'cause you wouldn't say you were
small
born in Fort
town
Lewis,
south of there,
Washington.
Where?
Bedford.
Well, that was
Vatican
Virginia.
would
That's
say
where
you
the
were born
radar
in
strike
That
was
was
on top of the
Virginia.
mountain.
I
Right.
loved it.
You'd say Fort
The
Lewis.
people were
Small-
friendly.
Vatican is different than Fort
Yeah.
Lewis.
They loved you.
I
You
think
know,
it's
you
Quantico.
had
They
good
think it's a
people there in
place.
Virginia.
Did you like
Hey, so what is
Japan?
Troy's city that he
I
was born
love
in?
Japan.
Yeah, I think-
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
It's a
Japan.
place.
Is
The people in
Quantico, is
Japan
Quantico a
were
city?
great.
Yeah.
Quantico, I thought Quantico was a base, right?
It's a town.
Quantico, yeah.
Is it a base or a city?
Yeah, it was Quantico
Japan was the
was
best place I've been.
So that's
Japan
a city?
was?
You would say
Yeah.
you were born in Quantico?
It's a town.
You guys all lived there, right?
Huh?
was born in
Did you live in
Quantico.
Japan alone at all, or did you?
No.
Oh,
Where was you
oh,
born?
Yeah, I was
He was
alone
born
the
in Virginia.
last
I
year,
know, but what
Oh,
city?
okay.
but we were there for
In fact-
5 years
Yeah.
Bedford.
That,
before
It
that.
says Quantico.
Well, didn't you go? Was it
Well,
France or
Quantico,
somewhere?
yeah,
Didn't you live
Quantico,
somewhere
Yeah,
like for a couple
2
of years?
it was
That was by yourself,
Troy
right?
was born in
Yeah.
Quantico, Bruce. Troy was born in Quantico, Virginia, right?
Huh?
Troy was born in Quantico, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Quantico is not a city.
Yes, it was.
It's
Yeah,
a city,
when
it's
I
not
was
a
in
base, like
France-
Fort Lewis.
Quantico
I said
was
France.
the city.
Germany
You should live, how much population?
and
Is it
Belgium
still there?
Oh, okay.
It's still
and
there.
England.
Quantico
And you lived
What
there.
happens if your city-
When you're
city
there,
shuts
you're
down?
by yourself.
But I love
What?
Virginia. It had
I
four
like
seasons.
Germany.
That's what I loved about Virginia.
I like
Four seasons
Belgium.
It had four seasons.
I like
Four
England,
seasons.
You know, it's spring, summer.
but I did
Oh,
like
yeah.
crap.
What?
We have that here.
'Cause
They
were-
hated GI.
Not to
Oh,
a
yeah.
point, but
They don't have it in
yeah, but
Louisiana.
something
Yeah,
They
about
have it here.
Just
Virginia,
a
the people were
filthy
friendly
place.
Yeah.
and everything. I love Virginia. You were born in a good great place.
Mike,
Did you gamble? Did you gamble very much?
get Mike Tolan out there.
Him, never.
Get him out.
I'm the gambler.
Oh, okay. So he's
That's
too
supposed to be
responsible.
nice tomorrow.
No, he never was a gambler.
Yeah.
He'll be 71 though.
Cause you didn't need to go lose your money because you didn't have very much,
You
and
feel
so.
better with a little bit lesser weather.
You
gotta
listen
have
to
a wind.
Brian?
Yeah, but
The
my
best sailor we
hearing
had.
is-
we came out
Oh.
with
He can't
weather.
I thought it was only gonna be 64, 70's nice.
No, I
He's
heard
really
it's 71 tomorrow.
And
Well,
when
that's
you're
nice.
can't hear out there.
71 will be okay.
They hiss a lot. That's why you can't hear.
Oh yeah.
Can I have your number, or did you?
They all came down the next weekend. No, 2 weeks, because they had to wait till they got paid. And they
Did he
came.
buy you drinks? Is that what it was?
No, we're on the beach.
I know.
well,
Did you buy?
did
You brought
when
your
we
own
came
beer.
to Louisiana, you did. You bought me drinks.
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana.
What kind of drinks?
I
Falstaff,
used to, no, I didn't. Did I
Schlitz.
drink beer then?
Schlitz.
No, it's grasshoppers.
Oh yeah, I drank
Grass-
grasshopper.
So like you just squished a bunch of bugs and drank them.
Grasshoppers, huh? Yuck.
And I like Bloody Marys. I still love Bloody Marys.
How'd you learn to like a Bloody Mary? Where'd you
Oh,
get
that's
that?
easy to love a Bloody
Yeah,
Mary.
but where'd you first have that?
I had
college?
that at home.
That
Oh.
was after we were
Oh, I love
married.
Bloody Mary.
Oh,
Do you want this table closer to you?
No,
You sure?
You get on
what
Biloxi,
you doing?
you
What
get
you
on
doing
that
there?
beach, and you can walk a mile and a half out, and it's only up to your waist.
Oh, it's kind of like the
Oh.
Columbia River at Crescent Bar.
Get warm water,
Not a mile.
Oh.
not no, Bruce.
but at least the mosquitoes didn't eat you up.
yeah,
Does
right.
Dad
He
not, you,
doesn't swim.
Just the
Dad,
sharks.
you can't swim?
No,
He didn't have to. He just waited.
Not very far.
you never did swim when we were there.
The water was too shallow.
Oh, you can swim. I swam in the Biloxi.
But you can swim in the
So-
swimming pool. You never learned to swim.
Pig, what's it? Pig,
Then when we
pig breeder.
were
Oh, you have to.
out in your chest
Pig
along the
breeder?
river,
I remember that.
they were,
So I want to write it. So
they were,
pig
we were
fucking.
water skiing.
What was it? Fucking pig breeder.
And they saw
Oh.
this water box.
Motherfucking pig fucking
Oh,
whore.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, I want to write
they
it.
were
So
trying to run
how does
over
it start?
the damn thing.
Who was skiing?
I'm saying it fast.
Okay, say it.
Very fast.
Okay.
Oh, okay, not you.
He was
Motherfucking
driving the
cocksucker,
boat.
son of a bitch and bastard,
And so-
triple tilly, blue belly,
The
pink
lines
fucking
were-
whore.
He had to get ready. Just sitting there.
Triple what?
I didn't catch
Triple
that.
titty.
Titty.
I wouldn't
Triple
go
titty?
walk
Triple
moccasin.
Triple titty, blue
Triple
belly.
titty.
Troy?
It's something I never
remembering
forgot.
at,
I don't know why. But I
Triple
remember
titty
when they
camp
told me that, and
on
I said,
that-
oh, I
on
gotta
that
remember
muddy-
that.
that
Come on,
muddy-
lady.
You gonna tell your mom that one?
Aunt Ray's camp, that
I
pink
know. Oh,
camp,
you
remember?
kidding?
Where we got Spot,
Did
the
you
dog.
tell? Did you tell Connie? And
Do you remember
and
that?
Drew
Yeah.
that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Connie. No,
He
I've been
said
out
when he
drinking
was
with them, so
little-
I know they heard it.
They would take
That's pretty
the
good. So do you say
garbage
that when you get mad?
in
Does
the
that just
boat
come off?
and
Of,
dump it in the
Oh, you don't
middle
say it
of the
anymore?
When I'm
water.
drinking.
Oh yeah?
you don't say
I
that
never
anymore
knew
when
that.
you're pissed.
He said
No, I
when he
never
was
said
little,
that.
he
I
was
did when
on
I
the
was
boat when
young.
he did that.
Ah,
Isn't that
They
gross?
all
that's
said
pretty
it.
And I
fun.
said, yeah. Then I remember we went out for a little bit,
And he
and
remembers
all of a sudden we just started dumping all the garbage.
Yeah, you were
He was 4 years old and he remembers that. I don't remember. I would never would.
Oh, that was Ray.
That was
Aunt Ray's camp. That you know that.
Oh,
picture,
that picture that you
That
had.
picture of us in the muddy river.
Yeah.
That's where he
Who
did
were
that.
you with?
And you
I
remembered
heard
that
on
at
the
4
phone.
years
that
old.
was a
I
damn
didn't-
good dog.
I didn't like going on boats, so I didn't go on the boat. Troy went on the boat.
Veterinarian said Camp Zama killed him.
No, he got poisoned.
No, wait.
Are you?
57 Chevy was a damn good automobile.
Yeah, it looked cool too. I
And they
really
were
liked the look of
damn
it.
fast.
Yeah.
They had, when I was in France,
Quit smoking.
I do
Oh, wait.
this all the time.
and when
Right. I rinsed it
TUI
out.
was in England, and it was black with a white top,
So wait a second. So you were going to have a drag race with the '57 Chevy?
No, I
The
didn't.
one,
I said
the
no.
120 K they were slow on takeoff.
Well, it helps. I mean,
So
The
I
Jaguar?
By the way, I'm gonna tell
That's
you
what you were
right now.
racing against?
Yeah,
Joey, look how tall those
So-
are going up.
we took off a
They were
clean
going
Your
out.
thing.
dad's gotta
Serious?
go to the doctor.
So
So-
And if he doesn't
'57
know how to
Chevy
keep
beat
on
the
it,
Guy said,
Jaguar.
That cat, see?
no, I
He
didn't.
said, let's do it
But
again.
my I have like an extra
Well,
bone.
the next
Extra
time
bone growing
I
right
give
here.
it too much gas.
Chloe!
Stand it.
It
Chloe!
was burning rubber.
And
Chloe!
your knee
No!
they're supposed to
Let
be
up
jacked
on
minus,
it.
minus like
No,
Floorboard.
no, no.
Uh-huh.
Right up
How
to
can you
I
say
him up again.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
around for
They
so
just
long.
couldn't believe it.
But
Really?
it's like after playing
So then
golf
they
or something
said,
and walk around too much, and
okay.
it's just like
Let's
You better
go
smoke a lot of dope.
further.
That's the only way you're gonna get through it.
So they blocked the
But I get
road
shot,
off
so
a
What-
little
we have a
more.
good
What is
doctor.
that under the
We
Seattle
went it
Seahawks?
two
what?
more
What's that
times.
F?
I creamed it
What's that?
both
It's
times.
Really?
Mom,
So
I
then
said,
they
see,
said,
all I see is F.
it says
Okay.
football.
Well,
It
let's
says-
just see.
go
It
for
says
a mile.
motherfucking pig. Fucking
Really?
And I said, nah, this is already proved what I
You know
wanted.
what? I'm sorry I ever told Joe that.
A Jag,
That's the worst thing I've ever did.
they call them 120s because they go
Whenever I
120
got drunk, I would say that.
Yeah.
I used to say that all
Wow.
the time when I was drunk.
The 57 Chevy would go
We gotta
that
write it down.
fast.
When I'm
I
drunk,
didn't know
Joe,
what happened, but
Joe,
Yeah.
Finally,
don't.
finally got it.
I've
when
proved
I'm
it.
drunk, you'll
I
hear
don't
me
need to
say
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
After all those
I'm
times.
not drunk,
I like you when you're drunk.
but I'm not
But
drunk.
I found
I
out
think you are.
No, I'm
I
not.
like you when you're
when I
drunk.
was coming back from Germany, they didn't
I'm
have
fun when
no
I'm not drunk.
speed
You're
limit
more fun when you're
on
drunk.
the Autobahn.
Until you get to that point.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
Then
cruising
never
along
cared.
at
Everybody gets
100
that
miles
one,
an
so
hour.
it's not good.
100.
Yeah.
I like happy drunks.
Wow.
So here,
I have always been a happy
This
drunk.
guy-
You are a happy
Of
drunk.
course.
I like that.
I have
I'm a
never
happy
been a
drunk.
crying,
blank
a beer
is like, and what that
You're not
means
crying if
is,
you're drunk. I
what
like
the
that.
hell
I
is
never-
the way?
Dad is
No.
not.
Dad hasn't cried in the
So I
beer
hit the
drunk.
floorboard,
I don't like him when he's drunk.
No, is a happy
and
drunk?
I had it going.
Oh, I know.
He's hilarious.
He gets all goofy. I
Oh
know.
my god, he starts
Here
dancing.
comes
He
that
gets
joke.
Oh, you just, you
Of
do,
course, he
you
just-
do. I love
he
you.
just-
I do too.
Yeah.
Come on,
I've
get drunk.
totally seen
You
him drunk,
need
like,
some more
really
beer.
drunk, like-
Oh, I'm on my 5th right now.
Just
So
went
what?
right on by me.
I knew he
I
was
gotta
buzzed
drive.
that one time I was coming to visit
Oh,
him.
So
he-
So you beat
I
him
could
all the
tell by
time.
the way he was driving.
So,
And he had the
but I
shitty-ass
didn't know
grin on
this
his
don't
was
hear
bad.
Where was this with
He
eight?
It
doesn't
was a long
hear
time
half
ago.
of what you
And
say.
it was a long
Really?
time ago.
Yeah,
He's
that's
listening
how
to me.
Probably 4 years
I
ago.
thought it was four
And I was stopping by your house.
Okay.
And he
Well,
just
this
got
was
done being at
six
the
of
Still
them.
and
Oh,
Compulsory.
because
and we
Because
came.
I
he's
saw
only
it
driving
when
and
I
he's driving
got
a short
in
distance.
Yes.
Le Mans
Yeah.
frac.
And he was
Uh-huh.
I
So
knew
I
he was
just
little.
pulled
Give a
in there.
nice
I see
shadow.
him move very rarely.
And
When he does,
You do. You give a nice shadow.
Thank
talking
you.
to the
Thank you.
guy,
You do.
But
You
he-
give
he
a
has-
good
he has
shout-out.
cancer.
we were
Thank
having
you.
a beer.
And
How did you get, so you like everything clean and orderly?
How did I what?
How did
Like everything clean and orderly.
Yeah, I was just that way.
were you like that before the military?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah. I always had a clean apartment.
Okay.
And the only thing I didn't have that was really clean was clothes.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have that many, so I'd wear them a few days, and I'd wait till I get a coat, and then I'd go to a wash,
Yeah.
wash a dryer place right down the street.
Oh.
Right.
But I didn't have many clothes anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's all
Couldn't
right.
afford it.
You couldn't find two people that were more unlike. We are nothing alike.
Opposites attract.
We are very opposite.
Yeah.
We couldn't be more different.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
So,
But we've been married for, let's see, 60, how many years?
65.
Is it 65 or
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that works out pretty good. Being different.
Yeah, I think if we were alike, we might have got on each other's nerves.
Yeah. Yeah, you each balance each other out,
Yeah,
maybe.
because we are complete opposites.
Right.
We don't even watch the same television shows.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Yep.
Bruce will watch nothing but the History channels and war movies and stuff
Right.
like that. And I like romantic movies.
Sure, sure. You
Well,
like
she
Hallmark.
likes musical and I
I
don't.
love musicals and I love romantic movies.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that,
like.
that
I don't
turns
like
him off
those.
because he's so unromantic and pitiful.
Yeah, I don't like romantic movies. I like action.
Action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Action, killing, murders, and
Sure.
ugh. I don't like that. No, I like,
So that's right. Going back, so when you guys decided to get married, you never got down on one knee and
oh, he never talked about marriage. I never.
No.
All we did was we talk about, you know, if you want, how many children would you want or something, and how many, you know, where would you want to live and things like that. We talked like we were getting married, but he never said, "Will you marry me?" or
Nah, we just assumed it, I
he
guess.
just assumed that
Yeah.
we were going to get married.
well, how'd you decide then? You just
We started thinking about when he was going to be leaving, and well, when are we going to get married, you know? And I said, well, you know, we have to be married in Catholic church. I said, I'm Catholic.
uh-huh.
And he said, well, I don't follow mine anyway. And but that, in a way, his religious, Bruce was always a Christian. I told Father Vu that before. I said, Bruce is the most Christian person you'll ever meet. I said, he's not Catholic, but I said, he is. He believes in God, he follows his rules and everything else. And I said, and Father Boone knew that.
Yeah, but
And he gave him a crash course
Uh-huh.
in becoming Catholic.
Right.
yeah.
I remember that. Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, he's still in Colorado.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you talk to him on the phone?
yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Well, we talked to him last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He was going to go to Vietnam, but he can't get rid of his church. They can't find another priest to replace him.
Oh, okay.
Because he's from Vietnamese.
Right,
Because
right.
that's what he
And
is.
he wanted to go back to Vietnam and help the poor.
I got you.
And the only way
He's such a good man. I mean, I adore Father
Yeah.
Boone.
So I had a question. When you were in the military, and then you would have some stints where you would be like 2 years away. So like
yeah.
you'd be 2 years, like you'd be somewhere, and you guys wouldn't be together for 2 years.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that? That
That-
must have been hard.
It's just, well, when I was over in France,
That was.
I would
that was-
have never seen her anyway, because I was on the road all the time. I was the home base. It started out at Paris airport. Then I went to Dreux. They closed that base, and I went to Errou. But I was never there because I was following all the microwave links and all the radio relay links, and you always had to travel all over. So I was in England, Belgium, and Germany, plus France, working on all these links. And he had so much to do, he didn't have enough time to think.
Okay.
You know, so There was just always, the Berlin Wall went up,
Oh, okay.
and there was just always something going on.
So it's probably easier not having your family
Yeah,
there.
it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yes.
didn't know Kelly till she was almost 2 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That's
and then
why he's
finally-
never close to Kelly.
Yeah.
I give my orders to go back to the States. The colonel, the commander, he and I did get along.
Uh-huh.
And he says, you can bring your family over here now and stay a couple more years.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would
that's
love
it.
to have gone.
I says, I've been here for 2 years. What the hell do I want to do that for?
So I could see France.
And then he just kind of looked at me and smiled and he said, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Because he tried to court-martial me one time.
Why?
For what?
He didn't like, I had a guy who worked for him that got in some trouble. And I backed him up like I was supposed to. And he was going to bust him. So I told him, I said, John, I said, let's go for a court martial. And I knew a lawyer that I already talked to him about it, and we'll beat it. Well, we did beat it. They threw it out. So then he come after me. But I never got in trouble doing anything, so he tried, but he couldn't do nothing with it. But he still tried. He was a sorry dude.
Yeah.
I run into him in Japan too.
Oh. What was your favorite of all the places that you're stationed? What was your favorite? And then Dee, what was your favorite?
Japan was the best place I've ever been.
I liked Virginia.
I liked
Virginia was good.
Bedford, Virginia.
Yeah.
That's where Troy was born, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, Manassas.
No, Troy
was born in Manassas, Virginia.
Troy was born at Quantico.
Quantico, Virginia.
But
Okay.
Manassas, Virginia, I liked that place. It
Yeah.
was a small town.
I did like Virginia.
It
The
was
people
pretty
were
neat.
so friendly there.
Uh-huh.
Almost like Louisiana, you know,
Right.
somewhat. I mean, they were neat. I liked Virginia.
What was it that you liked about Japan?
Japan,
Japan.
it was so different, you know. It was,
Uh-huh.
and my kids, they were all raised more in Japan than they were anywhere. We were there 7 years.
Oh,
No,
okay.
5 years.
I thought it was 7.
No, it was 6 years for me and 5 years for you guys.
I
Okay.
just felt we were there a long time.
That was a good assignment.
Yeah.
Why did you like it, Bruce? What was it about Japan that you liked?
The what?
What was it about Japan that you liked?
I just kind of liked everything about it.
The people were
The
friendly.
people. I liked the Japanese people.
The Japanese people were very friendly,
They're really good people.
and they're good to you.
Uh-huh.
They
And they're
like-
honest. And you figure like now, you go wash your car, you find a new ding in it, or a new dent, or a new this. Well, that old 64 Buick was in Japan for 4 years, not one ding.
Wow.
Because the Japanese people, they respect other people's property.
Okay.
Like here in the States, they don't give a shit. Boom, you know, like the Volkswagen there, a guy right up here at Vegas, he unloaded his car, put it in his car, and it took it, shoved it right at my car.
Oh, jeez.
So it bounced off it, Well, there's a guy over there, he was telling me, he says, you know, he says, I got his license plate number. And I says, well, what do you know good? I said, he'll deny it.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, but I'll be a witness.
Oh.
And I said, well, thank you, but I said, nothing will come of it.
Well, did he dent the car or anything?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. You
Yes.
didn't tell me.
It's not like that 49 Buick. You could drive a truck at that thing and it wouldn't be a dent in it.
Yeah.
They had heavy metal.
You always liked your cars, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Amen. That's an understatement.
Did you like cars as a little kid? Did you have toy cars or anything?
Well, I'm still old-fashioned.
Uh-huh.
I like the old cars. Like this Volkswagen, you can't see backing it up
Yeah.
because they got the high windows
Uh-huh.
and they got the wide posts because of airbags. So you need that electronics, you know, the backup cameras. Of course, that don't have it.
Well, you're the one that wanted the
And I hate.
Volkswagen.
Well, I didn't want to buy a diesel to get all that.
Yeah.
So, no, I prefer the old cars.
What's the favorite car that you ever owned?
49 Buick.
Oh yeah, I can tell you that.
You knew
Buick,
that.
Oh.
Or
We
I
had
like,
nothing but Buicks when we first got married.
or that 70 Buick. I like that car too.
Okay.
I like the 64.
I like the 57 Chevy.
No, that was a good car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got in an accident.
But you could
Yeah, that's the
see,
one.
you
Yeah.
could see out of all of them.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
they're
car
big.
I didn't like was that Cadillac.
You had that for a long time.
It's a-
We got that from one of the gals at church.
Yeah, I should have never bought that piece of
Well,
junk.
you're the one that wanted it.
No, she brought it up. And I just looked at it. And at the time, I had the Buick half tore apart and I needed $1 part to fix the heater. Because it's a vacuum controlled heater. And I couldn't get one. So then I thought, well, the air conditioning and the heat and everything come out of the ducts for the defrosters.
Uh-huh.
Well, hell, that didn't work good in cold weather. So I thought, well, it looked good. They drove all right. But there was always something wrong with that piece of junk.
Yeah.
That's the worst car I've ever, and it was totally gutless.
Right.
You figure that Buick had 375 horse. He would burn rubber on anything.
Right.
And that Cadillac had 140. That's 30 less horsepower than that Volkswagen.
Yeah.
That gutless damn thing, it could go up hills. I thought, what did I buy this damn thing for?
Did
And I already sold the Buick.
yeah. So you
And then I found the part.
I know you tried to say something,
Yeah.
Brian, but Bruce keeps coming up with
That's
something
all right.
else.
Well, I was thinking how you guys used to travel across the United States, and or you traveled a lot. It sounded like in a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? But it sounded like you never liked to stop to see the sights. You just kind of wanted to get
I
from one
wanted
point.
to, but I want to make time. That's all he ever thought about was making time.
Well, you had to
We
you
had
had
4
to
kids
get
in
to
the
the
car.
place you were going.
You had
and you
4
had a-
kids in the car.
You had a deadline.
His driving was much more easier for him than it was for me. With 4, I usually had a baby
Uh-huh.
and 3 little ones besides, and it wasn't easy.
No, but that's why we always
And he
had
would
to.
never stop. And the kids, they had to be good to not complain. Once in a while, he would stop and would have to eat. You know, would have to stop somewhere to eat.
So, but
Usually
you were-
we'd bring food with us, so.
But you were on a mission. Yours was you wanted to get from point A to point B as fast
Yeah.
as you could.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was why? Why did you do that?
That was just him. That's Bruce. That's
No,
him.
that's you. Well, you had to be there at a certain date.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but we didn't have to be that bad.
We
I
always
like to
got on
stop.
time, but not by much.
Yeah.
No, you're on a timetable, and if you're not there, then you're looking at a court martial.
Oh,
Oh.
that would
Did-
never happen to you, Bruce. I
Damn
didn't-
near did once.
Why?
When I went to Japan, because the plane, I was there the day before it was supposed to go. Then Maria and Nelson come pick me up, and so I went to their house.
That was in Frisco.
It was foggy, so the plane took off early. So I come in the next morning to catch it. Somebody said, "There he is." I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "Your plane took off." And I said, "What?" Yeah. So they put me on a plane that just come in. And they tried to court martial me over that in Japan.
Wow.
But I had
I didn't know that.
I had my orders stamped and all that, and here they all are.
Wow.
I says, I was there 24 hours early, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well," I said, "It ain't my fault I took off early."
Yeah. Wow. What's the most trouble you guys have ever been into?
The most trouble?
Uh-huh. Did you ever get in what it could be as a kid or what do you remember as getting into trouble?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I gotta think. I was a pretty good kid, you know. I did, yeah, but my mom didn't know it. I remember I wasn't supposed to go somewhere, but I thought she would know, you know, and I wanted to go or something. And I did, and but you know what, I always told myself, that's what, I don't know why, I was really stupid. But whenever I did something, I'd tell that I did it. And they'd say, "Elodie, why did you do that?" I don't know, I just had to tell.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't lie, I never lied. That's one thing you never catch me doing was lying.
Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the absolute truth.
Been to a lot.
What? I never lied.
You said you bend it a lot.
No,
Said you
no.
bend it the way you want it to be.
Well, yeah, but I never did anything. I was good. I was really.
How about you, Bruce? What'd you get in, anything you remember getting in trouble about?
Recently or
No, when you were
Anytime.
young. When you were young.
Anytime.
only once. Arlo and Doc Johnson set the fire alarm off. Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
You broke glass and you pulled the lever. They were on telephone poles. And they said I did it. Well, I wasn't even there. I didn't even know about it.
Well, that ain't nothing bad. You were good.
So one day here comes the fire chief. And they hauled me into the principal's office and wanted to know what the hell I did. I said, what do you mean? They said, you set off the fire alarm. I said, I didn't set off no fire alarm. I said, when was this? I said, this morning. They give me the time. And I said, I was right here at school. So I finally got out of it. But old Bill Silvers, he come through again. Because when the fire department was there, they were saying, he said, nah, he didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. He's them two did it.
Oh, so he told on your sister and...
It wasn't my sister, it was Doc Johnson
Oh,
and
Doc
Arlo.
Arlo.
Yeah. So they just kind of, they asked me about it, and I just told them I don't know anything about it. I wasn't there, and they just let it go.
Yeah.
Because the fire chief knew I did do it.
That's good. So you didn't really get in a whole lot of trouble then,
Yeah.
either one of you.
But other than that, I was never in any trouble.
No. I was a goody two shoes.
What?
I think Connie was more Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Connie was a Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah, Connie got more trouble, I think, than... No,
What-
Judy was a straightforward. She grew up fast.
Yeah, but Connie knew how to get out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's usually
Connie was a fun-loving
Yeah.
person. Connie liked a good time
Yeah.
and everything else, and
Well, so did you.
oh, I do.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah. I know. There's the LED right up there. The LED's 80th.
Oh,
I was gonna get a picture because I got this, but I should get a picture of this tree going on here too. It's that time of year.
in front of me.
No, that's all right.
Picture of
That's
the
all right.
tree.
I was just getting so you could see that it's Christmas. So is there anything, I should probably wrap this up here pretty soon. Is there anything else that I need, that you want me to know about, that I should be, that we didn't cover?
Well, let me see. I'm trying to think that.
Not that I know of.
I think it was hard when Bruce was gone. It really was.
But
You know how much I depend on you a lot, and you know that. It's
Well,
probably
yeah.
not good, but I do depend on you quite a bit. And I think 2 years when you were in France, living with my mom was not easy.
Yeah.
My mother adored Bruce. I mean, I'm not kidding, I think Bruce married my family.
well, I liked them. They were all good people.
Yeah, is that why you married me? Because of them?
And I wasn't used to being around families.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't-
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
treated,
well.
my mother treated Bruce like a son. She never had a son.
Right.
You
all right,
Floyd?
But that's a good point, is it was.
He always thought a lot of mom, too.
Yeah, look.
And he never had family, really, like
No,
that.
he didn't.
Yeah.
And
That poor little girl ain't feeling good.
what?
Boy,
What about her?
she just ain't feeling good.
Oh, no, she hadn't been. Well, she's getting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 14.
Well, we
No
weren't
one got
starving. I
paid.
mean, we ate okay. We never had problems.
Well, we
Always had
survived
food.
because everybody, if somebody
didn't have
went
any
broke,
social
they
life.
pool our resources.
We didn't have a social life.
No,
We went nowhere. We couldn't even go to a movie. Sometimes we didn't have any
money
money.
couldn't, you had to pay to get in.
No.
Wow. Isn't
but
that
we
crazy?
didn't go to many movies.
Yeah.
We had pleasure just with our friends. You know, we'd play cards
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. Was our entertainment, was playing
Yeah,
cards.
that's what it was.
We played Bouret. Well, we played also, what was it?
Canasta.
Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the game
all
play.
them type gigs.
And it didn't take a lot to make us happy.
Right. What did groceries cost a week back then? Do you remember?
Oh, God. It wasn't that expensive. And, you know, we always had a good meal on the table, always.
Yeah.
Always had a meat, a starch, and a vegetable. That was. We didn't have a lot of desserts in those days. We couldn't afford it, you know. Sometimes I'd make a cake or a pie or something, but we didn't have a lot of like that. But
No, we didn't have much anything like that.
Yeah.
but we were happy.
Oh yeah. Couldn't afford it, that's all.
Right.
No, it's just like World War II. No one had anything. And if what little you got was from ration staffs or what you had. And if you didn't have any, well, you just wait without till the next month. But the
didn't
people
take-
had money because the wives were all working, because the men were all fighting the war.
Right.
So when the war was over, they bought houses because they had all this money all the time that they could never spend.
Right.
They just put it in the bank. And that's how they come back. They bought houses and cars
Right.
because they had it.
Yeah.
But everybody got used to it. Everybody was in
We've
the
always
same
been
boat.
broke, though. We never had a lot of money. But
You didn't hear anything like nowadays because of this virus, C-19.
well,
Well, I can't open up my store or all
Right.
this bullshit crying going on.
Yeah.
But Jesus, what would they do if another war started?
Yeah.
They don't help each other, they're just looking out for themselves.
Right.
no. I
Then
think
you
they
got
do.
little Hitler up there, he ain't doing nothing.
Well, Bruce, that's not gonna last.
Yeah. He's only got another. What?
He's gonna be gone in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not soon enough.
I hear you.
No, I'm telling you, he's gonna go down as the worst ever.
Yeah. He already is.
Oh, he
I-
beat that long time ago.
I wish the media would just quit covering him, and then he wouldn't have any power. Because that's what he does. He just manipulates
He
the media.
loves to be on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
He loves that.
Yeah.
No, he's the worst thing. I never liked him from the very beginning when he'd be on TV. And I thought, oh my God, that guy's an idiot.
Right.
I
Well,
never
I
did
know.
like him.
I never did like him. Because
No,
he always gypped people,
Right.
cheated people, and
he's out for the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
And that was,
Yeah. He's
you
bad
could
news.
tell, you knew that right away when
He wants to be a
when you
dictator.
talked.
Yeah.
every time he went bankrupt, his dad used to bail him out.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a
Is
worse
his dad
excuse.
still alive?
I think he just died recently.
Oh, I thought he died a while ago.
Yeah. Well, I forget a lot of stuff because most of the bad stuff that ever happened to me, I'm able to shut it out and forget it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's bad. And it just never, that way nothing ever bothers you.
Yeah.
But I've always been able to do that.
That's good.
And then remember only the good things.
That's good. That's a lot better way to be than thinking the opposite.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting with your parents, both of you. And then especially with being so young and having to have been on your own.
Bruce raised himself just about.
Yeah, but you know, in them days, there's a lot of kids that did. And it's like they talk about these people, you know, that commit crimes and all that. And they said, oh, he had a hard life. That's bullshit. That's all that is. That ain't no excuse at all. Because that don't have anything to do with crime or committing crimes, unless you're a sorry son of a bitch to begin with.
Right.
And that's what they were. There's
Yeah.
no damn excuse. And there's people living like that today.
Yeah.
Probably more than what we think,
Right.
especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. It's like you could have, if you wanted to use that excuse, you could have said, okay, then I guess I'm going to go have a life of crime. But you chose not to. And you,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's people that have it really well, good, raised really well, and then they still turn out to be
Yeah.
mass
Yeah.
murderers.
It's just different individuals.
It's-
And,
A lot is hereditary.
Yeah.
It's where you come from, you know? And I think we came from good stock.
Yeah.